Good morning, you're watching Doordarshan News and this is the news for Hearing Impaired. I am Nancy Kohli and with me is Sonu. Let's begin with the news in detail. Making a mention of the World Bank's latest report on the ease of doing business in India, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has asked all chief secretaries and secretaries to study the report and analyze the potential areas where there is scope for improvement in the respective departments and states. The Prime Minister asked for a report from all concerned in this regard within a month and asked the Cabinet Secretary to review the same thereafter. Prime Minister Modi also expressed concern at a large number of grievances of labourers and the EPF beneficiaries across the country. Chairing his 16th interaction through Pragati, the Prime Minister said that the government must be sensitive to labourers' needs. He said that in a democracy, the labourers should not have to struggle to receive their legitimate dues. New Zealand has assured India of a constructive approach towards India's bid for Nuclear Supplies Group membership after the bilateral meeting between visiting New Zealand Prime Minister John Key and Prime Minister Narendra Modi in New Delhi on Wednesday. Both the sides signed 4 pacts, including agreements on the avoidance of double taxation and cyber security. Both the countries also agreed to work on early conclusion of comprehensive economic cooperation agreement. Pakistan has again resorted to unprovoked shelling across Araspura and Arnia sectors in Jammu and Kashmir since last night. At around 8:35 p.m. last night, Pakistani troops from 2 posts started firing in the areas of Araspura. The Pakistani side was targeting Indian posts and civilian areas with heavy mortar and small arms fire. 6 civilians have been injured in Pakistani firing in Khopar Basti area of the Araspura sector. The BSF is effectively retaliating. The one-man Judicial Committee on One Rank, One Pension submitted its report to Defence Minister Manohar Parrikar in New Delhi on Wednesday. The government had appointed the committee under the chairmanship of Justice L. Narasimha Reddy, retired Chief Justice of Patna High Court, to look into the anomalies, if any, arising out of the implementation of One Rank, One Pension. The Judicial Committee had held hearings in around 20 cities and towns across the country and interacted with cross-section of former servicemen as well as their associations. The committee also received over 700 representations from individuals and various former servicemen associations and had held extensive interactions with all the stakeholders before submitting its report. And news now from across the world. Twin earthquakes rocked central Italy. The second registered at a magnitude of 6.1 in the same region, struck in August by a devastating tremor that killed nearly 300 people. At least 2 people have been reported injured in the latest quakes, with the mayor of one town saying that many historic buildings had collapsed as the authorities rushed to assess the full extent of the damage. The quakes were felt in capital Rome, sending residents running out of their houses and onto the streets. The second was felt as far away as Venice in the far north as Naples south of the capital. The USGS registered a first 5.5 magnitude quake at 17:10 GMT, with the second following 2 hours later. And sports news now. New Zealand showed grit to outclass host India in the 4th ODI to square the 5-match series to all, with the last match to become all-important for both the teams to win the series. Kiwis defeated India by 19 runs in the 4th One-Day International in Ranchi. Chasing a tricky victory target of 261 runs, India folded up at 241 in 48.4 overs. Ajinkya Rahane was the top scorer for India with 57. Virat Kohli made 45, while Akshar Patel, Dhaval Kulkarni and Amit Mishra also played useful knocks, but they just weren't enough to win the match for India. The 5th and the series decider match will be played in Visakhapatnam on the 29th. And earlier on, batting first, New Zealand reached 260 for the loss of 7 wickets in the allotted 50 overs. Martin Guptill top scorer for the Kiwis with 72 runs. Kane Williamson and Ross Taylor also made valuable contributions. And with that, it's a wrap on this edition of the news. Thanks for being with us.